My name is Rita from Diplomat Language School, and in today's French lesson, we're going to learn 3 ways to ask questions. And so, the first way is very easy. Let's say we have a fact in mind. For example, the sentence, Vous habitez à Paris. This means you live in Paris. This is a fact. Now we want to know if this fact is real or not. So how do we do this fact? How do we transform it into a question? It's very simple. We simply interchange the place of the subject and the verb. Just like this. Vous habitez à Paris is a fact. The question is, habitez-vous à Paris? Habitez-vous à Paris? We have just transformed our fact into a question. And so now, let's see if you can do it. How would you transform this fact? Vous êtes Jacques. You are Jacques. Now you're not sure if this person is Jacques. You want to ask them. So how do you do it? That's correct. You simply switch the subject and the verb. And it becomes, êtes-vous Jacques? Êtes-vous Jacques? And the last one, you live in Toronto. Vous habitez à Toronto. This is the fact. To make it into a question, habitez-vous à Toronto? Habitez-vous à Toronto? And so that's it. This is the very first way of asking questions. And when we come back, we're going to talk about 2 more ways of asking questions in French. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the second way of asking questions in French. Again, we're going to start with the fact in our mind. So this is our first fact. You live in Paris. You're not sure if the person lives in Paris. So how do you ask? It's very simple. You simply add a word in front of the fact. Vous habitez à Paris. This is our fact. If we add the word, Est-ce que vous habitez à Paris? We have just transformed it into a question. Est-ce que vous habitez à Paris? And so how would we transform this fact? Vous parlez français. You speak French. Into a question? It's very simple. We simply add est-ce que? Est-ce que vous parlez français? Est-ce que vous parlez français? Do you speak French? Is it that you speak French? And finally, the last fact, vous travaillez chez Diplomat. You work at Diplomat. How do we transform it into a question? We just add est-ce que. Est-ce que vous travaillez chez Diplomat? Est-ce que vous travaillez chez Diplomat? So this is the second way that we have of asking questions. The first way was inverting the subject and the verb. The second way is adding est-ce que. But if you're in a conversation with someone in French, you want to ask a question and you're very nervous and you can't remember how to say all this, there is an even easier way. Simply by changing the tone of your voice. You can keep your fact and simply say, Vous habitez à Paris? That's a question. Do you live in Paris? Vous parlez français? That's a question. Do you speak French? Vous travaillez chez Diplomat? That's also a question. And so those are the 3 ways of asking questions. You can either switch the position of the subject and the verb, you can add est-ce que to your fact, or you can simply change the way that you speak and your tone of voice. That's all for the lesson of today. Thank you, and good luck with your French.